Hey guys, it's me. It's Philly Pre, and I'm back again. Woo, y'all know I'm reviewing this one every week. So, episode 7 and 8, oh, they was hot. I was screaming, I was jumping, I was doing all kinds of stuff at this TV. I ain't even going front. So, just as I figured, even though she told her that, hey, your husband is cheating, and she jumped in a car to go to the horse riding place or whatever, I figured something was going to happen where she wasn't going to catch them together. Just as I suspected, she didn't. And then she was like, oh, it can't be true. And she did ask him about her or whatever. You know, of course he lied, whatever. And she's like, oh, so she's back into thinking her world was perfect. But it's not. We know. I'm just waiting for them to really drop the bomb. But the fact that I feel like it's getting closer, you know, I'm like, okay. So then we're going to fast forward. Did Smoothie Groovy Dr. Bay, who is a dirty dog, did he really buy Ami a car? Like as a parting gift, like, you know, cake and, you know, this is our farewell. And you know, of course she asked, could you spend the night for the last night? Because you never, you know, was able to stay the night. Because he married. You knew that when you started dealing with him. I'm just saying. Cracks me up when Mr. just be wanting like, well, can't you stay a weekend? Can't you stay the night? You knew when you signed up for this how it was going to go. And especially with him, because he was pretty clear about it. Okay. But he bought her a whole car, y'all. And I'm like, okay. At first, I was like, she feels him more than he feels her. You know, because he really does love his wife despite him being a dog. But now I'm like, yo, no, he is really feeling Ami. Like, Then he was like, maybe in 2 years we can, you know, meet again. So are you divorcing your wife in 2 years? I'm confused. Like, what's up with that? But anyway, she cries herself to death. But see that her dad, who she don't know is her dad, who's actually the herbal doctor, saw her crying. So, okay. But he only ended things now because when his wife showed up at the horseback riding place or whatever, he was like, oh shoot, like it's starting to hit a little too close. She asked about the coat. She asked about this. And of course he said, which I think is true though, about the husband, the professor doming him out. And he was like, he could have just said something to me, whatever. He was like, misery loves company because of what he did, which that part is true, but you really are cheating. So, okay. Now you got Ami and she crying and she drinking and she whatever. And I'm just like, girl, get your life together. Okay, so what else we got going on? We got Haedong. You going out with this guy like you repaying him for his kindness or whatever. But then when he don't respond or like text back, you like, well, I mean, so that's just it. It was just dinner. It was just this. It was just that. Okay. Still trying to figure out what the story is with the engineer. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Then I'm saying to myself, okay, what's going to happen with the professor and Guy Ben? Because I feel like she's just using him. And y'all got to remember, she's an actress. And I feel like she's putting on a good show. Because he really doesn't even seem like her level. Like, she's glamorous and this. And he is none of those things. But the guy that she was with, that she not with no more or whatever, that's her speed. And I feel like you ain't over him. Okay. But now, he had a conversation with his brother. And he was like, I'm not really concerned because she'll never like get over me basically or whatever. And this is just act. But I'm like, yo, I think he right. She doing all this, but I'm feeling exactly what he's saying. Okay. Now, we got the oh God, what's her name? The doctor's wife. Like, the mother-in-law, if she keep pouring stuff in these drinks, trying to knock this girl, like, is she trying to kill her? I think she's trying to kill her at this point. She laid in the bed, she with the blanket. But Dr. Bay is irking my soul too at the same time, because you take her to this hotel and y'all this and y'all that, and then you still playing this perfect role. Oh, it's me and you against the world type crap. But you really just heartbroken because you ain't with Ami, and you trying to spend time with your wife and trying to make it like this is where you want to be, which you kind of do, but you kind of don't. Okay, so that's that. Then the professor, they planning their wedding, they picking out Hanbok. I can't stand either one of them. But let's go to the couple, my lawyer couple. Like his parents, okay, she forgave him. He got on his knees, girl. He was begging. He was begging. He was like, look, I need you back. Because he was miserable. And he knew he was miserable. But he did the right thing. He's switching it up. And she like, okay, stop trying to be something that you're not, because like it's getting tiring and it's not really raw. He was like, oh no, I'm a changed man. Now whether or not he is remains to be seen. We'll see how it goes. We'll continue to watch. But I feel like he kind of is, because he felt that when she wasn't there. Okay, so that's that. Now, I think it was episode 8. Because, you know, once you watch them together, they kind of all melt together for me. But I think it was episode 8. So now, the aunt, Gia's mom, her aunt was like, oh, I'm coming to see my sister. Da, 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 da. Okay. The aunt looked like she's going to be something else. So I'm like, hey, I'm here for it. The mom is definitely dying. I feel like, I don't know if she's going to forgive her mom if she finds out she's sick, or is she going to be even more mean to her. That remains to be seen, but we'll see. So, now you got, can we just talk about it? This scene. When Hae-dong comes into the restaurant and the server's like, oh, your husband's in room 5. I was like, girl, sometimes mind your business. Because she wasn't in, that wasn't a party she was invited to. But when she opened that door, I felt bad for the pregnant girl, because I know I should know her name at this point, but whatever. I felt bad for her, Soon Young or whatever her name is. I felt bad for her because she didn't really have a clue. And she really is kind of sweet. And she didn't know that was the wife. So she just sitting there looking. But they all shook. But when she slapped him, when Hae-dong slapped Lawyer Boy, and then moves him out the way and grabs her hair, why you let her get to her? Why you didn't block her? How Hae-dong get past you to get to her? She carrying a baby. You should have been protecting her at all costs. When I tell you I was screaming at this TV for her to let her go, get off of her. Like, if she lose this baby, again, you know my disclaimer, I don't condone adultery, but we all know Hae-dong is crazy. And it don't really justify, but I gotta put that but in there, because I feel like it's a but with this situation, because she does not care about him. She does not want to have this baby. She treats his parents horribly. She's not respectful to anybody. She only cares about herself. She is just horrible. And she deserves this baby. Whether she gets to be with him or not, just let her go off into the sunset with her and her baby, because this is what she has always wanted, even though it. And he jumped in. He finally like separated him. But I'm like, dude, she done shook her 16 times already. So obviously, I mean, he is in an abusive relationship. Because like, dude, you know, and I get being nice, but and I'm not saying, and I like, don't hit her, because don't hit women. But she also shouldn't hit him either. And she's abusive and she crazy. I don't know why they all got to go back to the house, because she want to know everything. She got questions. She want to know this. She want to know that. And like you said, none of that's irrelevant. And it's not. And why she care? But when she got up and slapped him 16 ways sideways, bop, 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 like his parents wasn't sitting there. Okay. So how much more is she going to get away with all this nonsense? Like, somebody please? Nobody could put her in her place. Is that what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. Nobody could put her in place. But this drama gonna stop playing with my emotions, because when y'all do these scenes that be hitting, but they not really what the person do, I'm irked. Because that scene when she was hitting him, but then it was like she was dreaming about what she could say, basically. And she lit into her. It was like, well, you don't love him. Instead of talking him out of divorce, maybe I should have been telling him to get a divorce. You threw his mother's food in the trash. You bought him some heated up whatever for his birthday. You do this, you do that. You treat him hard. But when she went into her, and then she was like, well, fine, we could get a divorce. I'll draw out the papers tomorrow. I needed that scene to be real. Because somebody needs to read her, write her, and erase her. And then that... how can I put, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm at a loss for words at this point. But in that fake scene that really didn't happen, you know, she's just thinking that's what she wanted to say. That's what should have happened. Because when it goes back and she hit him in the real scene and she takes the blame and takes the fall, so to kind of take the pressure off him, I get why she did that. But we needed that other scene to happen. Because he needs to divorce her. She needs to divorce him. She's trying to sleep with the other dude. Come on. And you know what? Like I said before, let her be with him. But he ain't going to want it either. Because see, I feel like he's a male version of her. So maybe she need to get a taste of her own medicine. So I'm hoping she hook up with him and she see how it feel. I'm just saying, because I don't like her. You know what? You could be a pretty person, but your attitude and how you act can make you ugly. And she's an ugly person. She's just ugly. Now, let's skip again. Why does mother-in-law still trying to pour this whatever she done crushed up these pills into this shit gay and keep feeding this? But she was mad when she got the phone call and she poured it in and she wanted her to drink it and she only took a sip and then she had to go. She was irked. You mad because you not drugging her? Like, you're a criminal. You're a criminal. You need to go to jail. Like, something is seriously wrong with you. Okay. Now, the aunt shows up. When I tell you this aunt came from the Philippines to Korea, heels on, makeup, but what? This auntie is like, what? But when she found out her sister sick, she jumps into action. She got a whole edit. She was like, you mean to tell me the daughter ain't been here? They don't come visit her? She was like, what? Then she was like, call the ambulance, call 911, taking her to Dr. Bay's, Dr. Dog at this point, hospital. When the daughter showed up and she smacked the bull crap out of her. Now, I was with that. You wanna know why? I understand you got whatever your issues is with your mom, but your mom is sick. And like, maybe if you just went to see her once every 2 weeks, once a week, like FaceTime her so you could see what she looked like, instead of just when she called, you say something to her on a phone or a text and she just telling she okay, you would have knew that your mother was sick. So I felt that I had every right to pop her. But then when I said, you the reason why I ain't get married and have kids, because I never would have wanted to have a daughter like you, I was like, ooh, I'm living for her. She looked like she might be a nice little welcome addition to the drama for me. So that's that. Now, I'm going to end it up with this. I'm probably missing some stuff, but my last review was like real long, so I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter. But when she was calling her husband and he wasn't answering, even though he said he had to work late because it was 2 VIP patients that came in and he needed to stay, he not answering his phone. Okay. You looking for him. Okay. Everybody in the hospital know you, but you asked the chick, nurse, asked the nurse, have you seen my husband? Da, da, da. And she's like, oh yeah, he's in room such and such VIP number 3. Was she sick? Was she sick? She was seeing stars. Words was moving, signs wasn't clear. She couldn't keep her balance. She was sick when she looked in that room and her husband was hugging and caressing another woman. Yeah, because this perfect marriage you thought you had, honey boo boo child, it ain't perfect. I feel bad for you though, because you have been a good wife to him. Like all the things that Hae-dong hasn't done for her husband, which is why I don't feel sorry for her, you have done that and more for your husband. And so he's just a greedy pig and a dog. But her aunt, of course, runs up and sees her and, oh my God, help, 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 whatever. But she thinks, which I would understand, she's in shock because of her mother being sick. Girl, no, she ain't. But when she wakes up in the hospital at the end, and she said, get up. Get up. And he looking on, he got the look in her eyes. She ain't saying get up because she happy to see you. Am I anticipating episodes 9 and 10? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cannot wait. I am here for all of this drama. Like, stuff is hitting the fans now. Because out of all the wives, okay, I feel like the older wife that was married to Professor, she was very mature about it. And she didn't say a lot of things that I thought she should have said. Her daughter definitely said everything I thought she should have said. Hae-dong, you getting on my nerves and whatever with you. But this one, I'm curious because I don't think she want to take this lying down. And I'm ready to see how she going to handle this one. I'm here to see how this one goes down. But anyway, that's all I got to say now for episodes. What episodes? Look, I forgot what episodes it was. Episodes 7 and 8. But I will be back next week with episodes 9 and 10. Stay tuned. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And are you here for the drama like I'm here for the drama? Just let me know, because I'm here for it. Until next time, guys. Bye.